Good day, ladies and gentlemen. The name's Ash, and today we get to continue our adventure through Let's Play Minesweeper. It's been a while since my last attempt at the Let's Play, the reason being that I had issues with my sound card. My Realtek sound card was old and jankety. I didn't have this what you hear option or stereo mix, and a lot of people seem to have that problem, so I'll make a video later telling how I fixed it and what external sound card I ended up getting. But it seems to be working a lot better. At least it doesn't sound like I'm speaking from a toilet. Also, as you can see, this is not going to be a live recording because I screwed up on Minesweeper about half a dozen times, and I didn't want to continue to say the same things over and over again. Otherwise, I'd be driven to the point of insanity. But somebody notified me last time that I had arrow turned off as well, and I had the animations turned off on this game, so I turned those back on, so you can see this was all the bells and whistles. Thank you, Windows 7. As you can see here, you can change the appearance. I didn't show you that last time. You can do Minesweeper, Flower Garden. It does change things a little bit as far as the animations are concerned. And we put it on random, so it'll always surprise us. I also got this. We're going to be doing advanced today. So that's a 16 by 30 tile grid, and that's 480 squares with 99 mines underneath it, so that'll make things a little bit more exciting. Now I have to tell you guys that during this particular run, like I was saying last time, you right click, you put these little flags down to tell you which ones are mines or not. But this double clicking, when you double click one of the numbers and you have that number of flags surrounding it, what it'll do is it'll automatically open up every single tile that's left around it. And so I started using that this time, realized that you could, and it works so much better. Most of my mistakes when I play are just mindless mistakes. I select the wrong tile, or I'm just aimlessly clicking through and oops, I hit the wrong one. But this and welcome back. Right around here is where I end up screwing up, but you see, I didn't realize that we were doing Flower Garden. So, surprise, we're doing the Flower Garden because I put it on random. And I have never failed on Flower Garden before. And because I turned the animations on, so thank you for the person who told me to turn those back on. See, right here's where I messed up, and this is how I failed. Double click. And we get to see the most marvelous failure in history. You can go ahead and laugh. That's 16 games played and a 0% win ratio, so yeah, laugh at me all you want. I have it coming. But this time, I will win. So, anyway, thank you to the person who told me that I needed to turn my animations back on, because without it, we wouldn't have seen that marvelous display of failure. And two, thank you, Windows 7, for making my failures look aesthetically pleasing. If only that happened more often in my life, somebody were around to make my failures look more beautiful, that would make my life so much easier. So thank you, Windows 7. Beautiful job. So back to the game. What I'm doing right here is I'm double clicking my way pretty much to clearing this entire map, and this double click option is fantastic. So for those of you who are inexperienced and don't want to go through all the tedious stuff and want to have a better time, I would suggest this double clicking thing because it really has helped me out quite a bit. Also, to let you guys know, I have several brain farts, if you will, during the course of my playing of this game. So you'll see times when the solution is absolutely obvious, but I just sit there and ponder it, and I'm just, my brain's not clicking with what it needs to be figuring out here. So that's right, you can go ahead and laugh at me there too, because I really don't do a great job here. But yeah, this performance, because I win this round, I will dedicate this performance to my sister who taught me how to do all this stuff, whether she wanted to or not, because I actually get it done right. Also, what else is there to say? Sometimes I fail sometimes you just have to randomly select one of the empty tiles. Why do you have to select it? Because sometimes you actually reach a stalemate that you can't get past. There's no amount of mathematical checking or pattern checking and so on and so forth that'll help you actually do better. So sometimes you actually have to randomly pick one and hope for the best. And you see me do that pretty often. I had to do that last time. Um, but towards the end of this particular round, you see me do it in a marvelous way. Yet again, um, even though some of the solutions are obvious. But the thing about Minesweeper is that it is not so much a game of always just guess and checking and so on and so forth. It is a game of finding patterns. The more you play this game, the better you'll get. As the old adage goes, practice makes perfect, and that's what this does. The more you practice, the more you understand that there are patterns that are involved here, and finding those patterns becomes easier and easier as you keep playing. So I would recommend that how you get better at this game is you simply have to keep playing until you find patterns. That'll help you do better. But I won't just wax on about the rest of this game. You'll see me click my way through here. But what I really wanted to tell you guys also was some of the other Let's Play ideas that I have. I love console games, so I will be putting up some old Nintendo games that I used to love, and some old Super Nintendo games, particularly some Squaresoft games. I loved the Final Fantasy series, and the Final Fantasy series, though, will kill some of you to watch it because it's just too much to watch. So much goes on in the Final Fantasy series, and you can put 86 hours in easy. So I'm going to spare you guys that. Instead, I'm going to play Secret of Evermore one of these days, and you can find that on my channel later on. But another thing, more importantly, what I plan to do next is there's this old PC gaming company. It's called Sierra. I don't know how many of you know it, but Sierra was a fantastic gaming company. They were all about the point-and-click adventures. Great games, a lot of them really funny too, and just fun to go through, and you get kind of attached to the characters and so on and so forth, and they continue on in huge series. So that's like King's Quest and Space Quest and Police Quest and Quest for Glory, and what I want to do is I want to play Quest for Glory for you. So I will be playing Quest for Glory. We'll start off this next time with Quest for Glory 1. I'll do a little bit of the mainly the VGA version, and we'll go from there. But hopefully you'll join me for that, and you'll enjoy the game as much as I did. So I'll be doing the entire series, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoy it. Later on I'll be doing the King's Quest series, because also fantastic, and you guys need to enjoy it as well. The reason I'm doing Let's Plays, I'll give you some insight into this, is because I'm a student, and I have to write a lot of papers, and when I'm writing my papers, I like to have something in the background that distracts me, that helps me keep my sanity. But don't get me wrong, I love what I'm studying, and I love the papers that I'm writing, and it's just been an absolute joy, but I like retaining some bit of having fun while writing my papers. So, Let's Plays hooked me. So I played in the background. So I have people to thank, like the great Clement, Clement J6, blah blah blah, never, whatever. I'll put the information in the sidebar. Check him out if you get the chance. He's got some great Let's Plays of the Mega Man series, and also H.C. Bailey. So check him out as well. But here I am. I'm nearing the end, and I've got all these spaces that are unmarked. And I've only got 7 mines left, so I start to get nervous here. This is where I randomly take a guess, because I did not know what else to do. So I meander down here for a little bit and finally select a spot. But what you'll also see in the midst of this minesweeping game is that I become an idiot right here towards the end. Clearly, if you look and see what I've got here, I have a number 3, and there's only 3 tiles around it that are unselected, and all of them have to be mines. And the same with that 2. All of them next to that 2 have to be mines. But I'm an idiot, and I sit here and I'm looking at this and I'm panicked because I've only got 4 mines left and I've got 5 squares, and the statistics are just boggling me. So I think a lot and magically get a time of 400 something, like 400, I don't even know, 5, 7. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is where I finally figure out my errors after a lot more processing. And that is is us being victorious. That's right, in your face. So there you go, 5% percentage rating, and yes, I played 17 games, 4 minutes or 413 seconds, and we win. So thank you for watching. I hope you'll come back and join us for Quest for Glory that's coming up. But until then, I'll see you guys off.